Like friends, sometimes we orchestrate our own demise by the things we entertain. It's an age-old challenge to be given to selfish ambitions, personal pleasures, and these are actually just another type of ailments of the soul. These ailments of the soul will cause you to reject good counsel and warning. Instead, you will entertain things and people that echo the delusions and deceptions that sit in the seat of your soul. A good example is King Ahab, husband of Jezebel, ruler of Israel during his time. According to 1 Kings 16 verse 30, Ahab had done evil in the sight of the Lord more than anyone who was born before him. And walking in sin was a trivial thing to him. It was second nature. Now Ahab had an alliance with Jehoshaphat, the son of King Asa, and this alliance was through marriage. So one day Jehoshaphat decided, let me go and visit King Ahab. When he gets there, Ahab slaughters a whole lot of animals, and I'm sure they have a feast, and then they get to talking. Then Ahab says to Jehoshaphat, will you go to war with me against Ramoth Gilead? And Jehoshaphat responds and says, of course I will go to war with you. In fact, his exact words were, I am as you are. My people are as your people. But Jehoshaphat doesn't stop with that. He says to him, but hey, please inquire of the word of the Lord today. Go and find out what God is saying about this entire thing. He says this to Ahab. Fine. Ahab then calls 400 of his prophets, and they all come to give him the word about what God is saying. All 400 of them said, God will deliver Gilead onto your hand, Ahab, which is, yeah. So then Jehoshaphat is like, man, something's not right here. He says, isn't there a true prophet here of the Lord that can actually tell us what God is saying? Then Ahab responds and he says, yeah, there is a guy, but I don't like him. His name is Micaiah. I don't know how to pronounce it right, but yeah, there's Micaiah. He's like, I don't like him. In fact, he says, I hate him. That's his exact words. He says, because he never prophesies anything good about me. Yay. Then Micaiah was called and he was warned by the messenger to just say the right thing when he gets there. But Micaiah, when he gets there, he vows that he's only going to say what God tells him to say. At first he was scared, but then eventually he says the true prophecy and he says, no, you are not going to win the war. In fact, you are going to be deceived by the lying spirit among all of these prophets that are here. And that's how you're going to lose the war, because they're going to persuade you into believing that you're going to win this war. Long story short, Ahab and Jehoshaphat went to the war, and Jehoshaphat, he was saved because he cried out to God. As for Ahab, he was unalived. Even though he tried to disguise himself and not dress like a king, he was still discovered. The bow went straight into the joints of his armor, despite being fully armored. What lessons can we draw from the story of King Ahab, husband of Jezebel? Well, I'm going to share 3 things. Number 1, just because the majority says something is right, it doesn't mean it's right. And that's why even with your friends, if you have friends that are constantly echoing everything that you say, you should probably question it. Well, in fact, you should first seek your counsel from God anyway. And this is why I love Jehoshaphat, that he didn't say to Ahab, seek counsel from me. He said, hey, find out what God is saying about this situation. Lesson number 2. Whatever your ears are itching to hear should always be tested against the word of God. If you have people around you that endorse your wrong behaviors, you should probably be careful around those people, because they don't seek good for you. In fact, the people that are warning you in ways that seem like it is harsh are probably the people that you should be listening to. You should test the spirit of everything, right? At the end of the day. But be careful of people that endorse your wrong behaviors, that encourage you to do wrong things, even though you know that it's wrong. Number 3, rebellion is dangerous. It will have you living in delusion, so much that you'll have good people around you and you will reject their counsel. And even if you do take their counsel or you hear them, you will still be so stiff-necked and you will still make the wrong decisions despite the truth being right before you. Just because those people are not saying what you want to hear and the truth actually hurts, it doesn't mean that those people are not good for you. But at the end of the day, the decision lies with you. If you want to be surrounded with fake friends that echo the room and echo your wrong behaviors, then just know that there is a result for that. There is a consequence for that. But it is much more beneficial to heed the counsel of people that lead you to God, not even themselves, that lead you to God.